Hey guys, Ellie here. Just wanted to go over something regarding the law of assumption really quickly. So the definition of assumption is a thing that is accepted as true or as certain to happen without proof. So how many people do we decide that we want to create, to be in this certain state? The state of being that I like to go in is everything is always working out for me. Things are always manifesting. I'm living my greatest life. That's the kind of state of being that always kind of brings me into feeling good and into what I want to create and the person that I want to be. So you can pick something that resonates for you. I kind of tend to go more general, but so we get in, we create that law, we create that assumption about ourselves, and we choose to be in that state of being. And then how often do we go out into our day and do we find ourselves looking for proof in the external, in terms of what things happen and what comes up in the day? And I think probably a lot of people do. I know I've done it a lot of times. I'm resting in this assumption. Why is this happening to me? But as soon as you start judging the external and using it for proof, is when you're not in that state of being anymore. Because in that assumption that everything is working out for me, things are always manifesting that I desire, I'm living my greatest life, when I am assuming that, but then I start to look out and judge the circumstances as not showing me what I want, then I've dropped out of that state of being. Then I've given my power over to whatever random things happen in the external, instead of giving my attention to the fact that whatever is occurring in the 3D, that it is always in flux, it's always changing, and it's always being created and directed energetically in terms of what's manifested by the way that I'm being. So if I start to doubt and then start to question because something looks contrary in my 3D, right away, I'm out of that state of being. I've given my power over to the circumstances, and I'm not in a place of power anymore. Always know that when you rest in the assumption that things are always working out perfectly for my highest joy, that is what has to be. Now there can be things that come up that do look like negative or contrary in your 3D. But don't give them those meanings. Instead, give it the meaning, because everything inherently is meaningless until we give it meaning. Give it the meaning that this is perfect. This is leading me to all the things that I want to experience and desire. Give everything that happens that meaning, because the thing is since everything's changing constantly, things are always coming together and reforming because of the way we are being and how we see them. So if we see something and it's something that we think we don't want to see, but if we just give it the meaning that, yes, it's working out perfectly and that's all leading me and unfolding in perfect ways to everything that I desire, then that's what has to happen. Those circumstances and everything happening in our 3D have to shape into leading us to everything that we desire, manifesting perfectly. They all have to do that because we are the power that is shaping them. But if for a moment we look at it and we think, oh, this isn't what I want, instead of staying focused and staying clear in our assumption, questioning it, doubting it, then we give all our power away. We are no longer in that state of being. We've given our power away to random circumstances instead of creating those circumstances. So absolutely know that everything in your reality that's happening in the 3D is always changing. So if you see something that technically you don't think that you like, just know it's always leading and working out perfectly, leading to your highest joy. Always rest in that, because it has to. It's the law. If you are assuming that, then the law of assumption has to reflect that back to you in the 3D. That's it. It has to. So I hope this is pretty clear, and I hope this is helpful for some people. So have a good rest of the day, guys. Bye.